It's Sunny. I just want to show you how I made $1,750 on ticker symbol jnvr. Excuse me. I could have made over 3 grand today, in just less than an hour, maybe about 15 minutes. I traded it from 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock to well, it was really 9:03 to 9:11 a.m. So it was really like a 8 minute difference. But I pretty much just long this stock here. I saw that on dilution tracker. I go back here. Um, if I go on dilution tracker here, jnvr. It had a high offering ability. Their float was extremely low, and their outstanding was extremely low. But their offering ability was extremely high. Their supply was medium. So when I looked, I said, okay, I know it's a low float, so it's gonna run. Because I saw when I looked at it, I saw this right here, and it was like about 30 minutes roughly from what I saw of, or really 15 minutes of just massive uptrend of volatility from 560 all the way to 10. That's a massive uptrend. So I already could tell just by looking at the chart it was a low flow. And then I seen that they had an offering in progress, an ATM which they can't dump until at the market, which is gonna until the market opens, and shelf supply. And I'm still trying to understand this SEC filing stuff, dilution tracker. But I know that ATM is at the market, so this is already jumping hundreds of percents, 100%, and we got 30 minutes to market open, and it looks like it still wants to go, and it just had a pullback. So I took that as opportunity. Um, I took that as, hey, it's under VWAP, I can get in. So by the time I quickly did my research, it was already uptrending because it was under VWAP, but it wasn't under VWAP enough um, for me for in order for me to purchase it the way um, I wanted to. I wanted it to be lower than here, so I can just buy it up here. So um, so by the time I got back to it, it was already right here, and I entered my order. When I entered my order, my whole order didn't even get filled, and I didn't even realize that until I was ready to sell. But um, I only got 500 out of six almost 700 shares filled, and I was like, oh man, I didn't even get filled all the way, and it just went spiking, 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 spiking. Now I didn't realize that it would go that high, but I was playing my strategy to buy on the VWAP, and it just kept spiking and spiking and spiking. And right here, I was up like almost 3 grand from a $5,000 investment. Um, and I was gonna take the sell here, but I'm like, from my experience, I think it can go higher. And then when it pulled back here and consolidated, I was like, okay, if it starts heading downwards even more, I need to immediately sell because I don't think it's gonna go higher anymore. It's a different trend than what I thought it was, or what I was anticipating. So when it got up here, I waited. When it got here, consolidated. I'm like, okay, let me see what it's gonna do. Once it broke this point, I know you can't see this candlestick, but once it broke this candlestick right here and went broke this level, this is not even real support. It's minor support, but I didn't want it to start taking a nosedive. So once I started seeing it fall a little bit, I'm like, it could take a nosedive. I'm buying this at the highest point of the day, the highest point of the year. I mean, I'm sorry, I am buying it at the highest point of the day and year, but I'm also selling at the highest point and the highest day of the year. a highest point of the day and the year. So I'm like, I don't want it to take a nosedive. So let me just sell here. I'm leaving this trade with $1,700, 1750. That's good enough. I wanted my 3K up here. I really did. But I'm like, let me just take this right here and be done with it. And let me not be greedy and focus on money. It's strategy. I should have been sold. My initial plan was to sell here, right at this highest point here. So about 1090. But I ended up letting it ride to 1539. So that's an extra $5. So I'm like, man, just take the gains and move on. I know you wanted to make. I told myself I know I want to make 50% of my money today. Let's not be greedy. Just focus on trading. Eventually, all this paper trading is gonna go back to being live again. Um, and I sold, and it kept going, and it went even higher to 1676. So I could have made like probably 4 grand. But I'm not gonna think like that. I'm not gonna be like that. I made my gains on following Roland's Wolf strategy, and I'm done. So this is it. Now it's higher, and it's being halted. I'm glad that I sold. I think it will keep going higher, but hey, I don't want to be in at that point because I made my gains. I got in good entries. I got in good sales. I'm out. But that's the trade for today. Um, you want to use dilution tracker to your advantage, but you got to understand how to read it. And even me, I'm still not at a point where I can fully understand it. Um, you should take a course. You should watch Ricky Analog. He'll teach you more about dilution and get a better understanding of it. So, you guys have a great day.